All right, had a good friend of mine, old friend of mine, Larry Jones, asked me about doing a video on knots, how to secure your mule when you get to the barn or out on the trail or whatever. And again, guys, this is just what I do, what I find that works for me, and that is I use two different knots. One of them is the Bowline, and the other is commonly referred to as the getaway knot or bank robber's knot. Now, if I've got a mule that I'm reasonably sure is not going to pull back, not going to act a fool, I will use the bank robber's knot or the getaway knot. It's very simple, quick to tie, more importantly, quick to untie. And with that knot, you're going to simply make a loop with your lead rope. However far you want your mule from wherever you're tying. And this is the same whether it's a vertical tie or a horizontal tie. It works the same. We're going to go around our object with the loop. We're going to take the part that goes to the mule and put it through the loop and pull the lead rope down snug. Then we're going to take the tail of our lead rope, this part here, and put it through the loop. Then we're going to pull on the part that goes to the mule and pull that down snug. Now, that's the basic knot. To keep our inquisitive and mischievous mules from untying this, you can daisy chain this up and then lock it by putting the end of the lead through the last loop. It gets your tail up off the floor, out of the mud, whatever. It just makes things a little more dainty. Now, this knot will not come untied, but what will and may happen if they pull back, it may be somewhat difficult to get it untied if your mule pulls on this knot really hard. But here's the good part, or the nice part about this knot. It all comes off in a single pull. So that's the convenience part. It's quick to tie and it's quick to untie. One more time. Take a loop around your object, put your mule through, pull it down, put the end of the lead rope through, and pull that down. That's basically your getaway knot or bank robber's knot. And that's how it comes off. Now, if I've got a green mule, one that's going to pull back, one that's prone to get excited, whatever, I'm going to tie the mule up with the Bowline. Now, the Bowline is, you can search the internet and find a jillion examples of the Bowline. It's a very common knot, very useful knot, useful for more things than just tying your mule up, by the way. But for the Bowline, you're going to go around your object, whatever you're going to tie it to, horizontal or vertical, and you're going to make an overhand loop. You're going to put a half hitch in your rope, an overhand half hitch. You're going to go around. Then you take your tail of your lead rope and go through that loop. Then you take that loop around the back side of the lead going to your mule. Or if you'd like to think of this part of your rope quit as a squirrel, the squirrel goes through the hole in the tree, around the tree, and back through the hole he just went in. He goes out the same way he goes in. And that is your Bowline. It's got a very distinctive look to it. Now, the beauty part about the Bowline is it cannot be pulled on tight enough, hard enough that it will pull down tight. You'll always be able to untie the Bowline without any difficulty. The other advantage is whatever it's tied to or around, it will never draw up. It will never cinch down onto this pipe, a tree, your mule's leg, your mule's neck, anything you want to tie it around, it's gonna maintain the size that you tie it at. It's never gonna shrink down. You can't pull on it and make it smaller. In other words, you put it around your mule's neck, it'll never choke them. A variation on the bowline that I like to use, just because it makes it a little quicker and easier to untie. Again, you start with your overhand, go around your object, put your overhand loop in, and pull your lead rope through. But when you go around the tree, feed a loop back through the original hole and pull that down. That's I believe they call that a bowline on a bright. But you got a loop there that makes it a little bit easier to untie then, rather than having to pull all the tail of the lead rope through to get it off. But that's basically the bank robber's knot and the bowline. I hope this helps some of you guys, helps your mules, keeps them a little safer, keep you a little safer. Adios.